Hey guys, Greg Christensen, Grand View Livestock. We got a little snow there. It snowed all day yesterday and through the night, but really it didn't, I don't think we got as much as what they've been predicting. Maybe 4 inches out here or something. It's fairly warm. It's, I don't know, probably just below freezing a little bit, but it's not too bad. But we're bringing these guys some more hay here just because their pasture's a little short and they appreciate it when they got to work harder for a meal. It just takes more calories, and hey, why not give them a free meal when it's a little inclement weather like this? And so that's always our plan. We would have to bring some hay here sometime probably anyway, just because there's just not enough forage here. We got these goats on another piece of property that guy has cattle on, and he grazes it. So, but there is some here. We've not fed a whole lot. Only when, maybe about a bale every 3 to 4 days, I suppose, and maybe a little bit more if we had snow. So, but they're looking pretty good here, I think. There's some young nannies in here, and a little smaller, but they're all coming along pretty well. Well guys, yeah, it's time to be putting some extra protein out and energy. If you're, we're kidding in May, this is the time period you want to start doing it during that last trimester of pregnancy, which is about, I don't know, 5 weeks, say. And so there's different ways you could do it. You could feed some kind of bucketed protein by hand, and that was maybe be the cheapest way to do it if they're real close to home and you've got plenty of labor resources. There are not very many goats to feed that way. But what we choose to do is use these protein tubs. We've used them for a couple years now. Yeah, so you'll want to start feeding a little bit better that last trimester. Your nannies are growing, a couple of kids inside of them. They're starting to get colostrum forming, and they're going to be milking soon. So now we don't really like bucket feeding that way too much because, well, so you're in here to check them when they're kidding, and they all meet you at the gate because you've been feeding with a bucket every few days or every day or whatever it is. And they're just really hard to check because, they just get up and leave their kids, or some of them follow them. It's just a big mess. And so we choose to use a protein tub. We've used liquid before, but now, I don't know, prices change. All this stuff is way too expensive, of course. But here, I'll show you what we're using. This is called a Protein AccuRation Sheep and Goat High Fat Block. Okay. Now I think it's a 200 pound block or tub, 25% protein and 10% fat. I kind of like that higher fat content than some of the tubs you can get around. So, and this one you can feed the sheep also, so it doesn't have copper in it, or very little copper. And so then you'll want to put out, like here for these goats, we put out a regular mineral with copper in it. And they'll hit these kind of hard at first, you're first putting them out, but then they'll taper off. We've had a couple out here for a week or so, and I just kicked off a couple more of them. They had eaten those, and they ran up there like they were just gonna, eat them all up. But then now they've just a few of them around them. So one thing you might want to think about, I used to spread those things out throughout the pasture, put one, and then maybe several hundred yards away, put another one. But as you watch goats, and especially sheep, but goats will do it too. When they go to eat something or drink or something, they're all going to go at once. And so what we did, we started doing then was just put all of our tubs here, well, within 15-20 yards of each other. So when they all come up here, there's room enough, and hopefully all of them can get something, because they're just going to eat, maybe 1/10 of a pound a day or something. I'm not even sure, it'll vary, see, but and so that way they can all get in. Then they decide to walk away. Well, some of the ones that haven't got any yet, they're just going to probably pack up and go with them. They're going to be the more timid ones that don't like to be by themselves anyways, and so they're going to go without. And so we've got to where we just put them all kind of in the same vicinity here, and they'll pack up and they'll all go over there, and they room it up. We put, well, there's 4 out here. There was 4 on this pallet, so and there's probably, I don't remember now, 275 goats here, say. So you just want them all to be able to get around them, get something to eat. But that's the protein tub, and I've showed them before, but we're still using them, and I'm happy enough with them. They're just way too expensive now. These we bought early, last fall, and I think they were $87.50, but I bet you if you bought these now, they're $110 or $15 maybe a tub. I don't know for sure, but I know they're going to be higher just because feed and grain, well, transportation and everything's gone up, right? So so there you have it. If you can, if you can do it cheaper other ways, and if you don't mind them all meeting you at the gate, maybe the bucket's a better way to go. So hey, it's not bad out here. So I hope y'all are having a good day.